storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits, loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Alabama's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start. Everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He wants to change this route. Here's a heat. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running inside, it's Williams. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here's Carr to throw. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice move to keep running.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Carr on play action. On target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Going with the counter play here. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really nice run there. Listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Russell. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The run inside. It's Williams. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The RPO, it's complete. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on third down, Carr just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Fourth down, Carr. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The give is to Williams. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's got it again. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it. It's Mobley. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the single back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the ball's free in the backfield. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Well, the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Good awareness by the offense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Fires to the wideout. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. Because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A design run for the quarterback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Quarterback making adjustments. Carr from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. A pickup of 8 on the play, enough to move the sticks and set them up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Floats it out in space. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth.
Booster!
Carr to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
He's now up to 64 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he'll be brought down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Quarterback may change this route. In the red area, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Throwing Russell. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Seminoles, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tide ready to roll on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Bama.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to end. He's got it on the outside. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Check. Hey, check it.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism, but also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, that
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. He takes it in. Touchdown, Irish.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Number 35, sets a kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Russell, under fire. Working that left side now. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Keelan Russell. Rushes on him, trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Russell. Lets it go. Got his man all by himself. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
You know, momentum in college football is a real thing, and after scoring on their last drive and still trailing in the game, the head coach decides to take a chance, roll the dice, go onside kick, and they get it. If they can score here, all of a sudden, all of the momentum is back on their side.
Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted and room to run.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Kangaroos his way. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Russell on play action. Oh, and he just dropped it. So close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Throwing Russell. He's got the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. He lets one fly deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Carr. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Russell.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to add another. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's a little room there. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Again, it's Russell. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Makes the grab. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find some.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. A little release to the back. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He'll keep it himself. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on.
And they will score. Touchdown tie. Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Running inside, it's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Notre Dame right back to the line.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Keelan Russell going deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He might want another play. He's got a little grass. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Throwing Russell. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Looking left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.